we're going for a tour to see the Ghana Central, and then we come back. So please come with me. You don't have to be specialized in one area. Ghana Club is a place where you come in. No matter your interest, you find something to do. So the makerspace is one of the areas we have in the Ghana Club. So this is where you add some creative content to your idea. We have to get back to the auditorium and then continue the program. Thank you for coming.
I would like to encourage all the incubatees that as you go through this process, don't just make it a chapter of your life, but make it that one building block that moves you to the rest of your life. And as you do that, you would see obstacles, people will tell you to give up, you don't want to fail. But hey, build on. If you fail, get up and build again. One day, the world will see you again. Welcome everybody. Let's be in touch.
It's been a very awesome journey, not to the participants only, but to myself. It's been a great learning experience. They can attest to the fact that I really learned a lot with them, and I can't wait to see them turn these beautiful ideas into great businesses. Thank you very much.
Let's welcome Honorable Vincent Soa.
You're welcome. On behalf of the main champion of digital entrepreneurship and startups, His Excellency the President, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, my Honorable Minister, and I'm Owusu Ekofo. I don't want to read a speech because I feel very passionate about the foundations and the platform we have to build to ensure that the future of not just Ghana but mankind is really put in place, because that's what we are doing here, that's what it provides. I'm sure you would all agree with me that the leadership that's been provided, not by me, but at the highest level, His Excellency, our Vice President, who's a Digital Man of the Year, Personality of the Year, and the enthusiasm within my Minister, Esla, has driven this ecosystem is unparalleled. We are here, what we are witnessing today has been the outcome of a focused and determined effort to ensure that we are not only consume technology, but we are part of the production of technologies that will ensure that we provide solutions to the problems we face in this country. When we took over as a government, January 2017, I was appointed Deputy Minister in April. There was not even a single seat where you're sitting here. But we saw the vision, we saw the potential, and we saw the necessity to drive this country as a hub of West Africa. So every effort, every resource that was required to ensure that we provide this facility to create the subsidized real estate, to create the environment to ensure that we are able to do whatever it takes to let the youth have something to hold on. We did. So today what you see here is an attestation of our commitment as a government. Not just that, when it came to using a component of the World Bank proceeds for the creation of the mobile lab and the innovation hub, At that time, we had started engaging with the hubs, various hubs, and entrepreneurs across the country. So we're determined to ensure that we give and award this right to local guys, so that we build capacity. That was a determined policy and a step that you are witnessing now. So let me congratulate Ghana Tech Lab once again for the marvelous job that you are doing here. It's very essential. I'm not sure whether you are aware that the Accra Digital Center, I don't know whether the managers have told you, is now from a partnership with ITU, where they have been selected with a rare privilege as an innovation center to attach to ITU, and hopefully very soon a lot of these things that have been done in West Africa will be brought here. All because of the work that some of you are doing. We are determined to use technology as a backbone to transform this economy. We are not making promises, but we are showing evidence of what we're trying to do. We are determined to ensure that by December 2020, 95% of this country will be connected. What you are doing here today, you'll be surprised that if you're able to focus and continue to develop, making sure that you are trying the right competencies to encourage you as techies. You deploy the proper business management principles, proper strategic principles, proper market entry principles, proper bookkeeping principles, proper value creation in a sustainably competitive manner. You'll be amazed what you'll be able to achieve in terms of the apps that you are developing. And this is what this government stands for. We are here as a ministry to support you. We are here to ensure that we are not left behind. Our ministry, our doors are always open, and I hope to continue to engage you once again. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very good day.
May I have the honor of introducing Mr. Prince Bonnie as our moderator. He's a techpreneur and then Africa Tech Policy Expert with a background in information technology and a diploma in business administration.
Thank you for the opportunity, Adelaide. This morning I have a very wonderful panel, and it's obviously gender balanced. I have 2 ladies, 2 men. So I would not waste my time, but I would introduce the first person on the panel. I have the name Hamidia Ismaila. She is the General Manager of Venture Capital Trust Fund. She has over 18 years of experience in small to medium enterprise finance and investment. I'll go on to mention the next person, that's Mr. Sidney Scott Sam. Mr. Sidney is the founder of Workspace Global, and he is a seasoned branding and marketing expert. I also have Mr. Edward. Is Mr. Edward with us, please? Mr. Edward Akins. Right, Mr. Edward is the head of enterprise product and marketing at Vodafone and formerly the IoT product manager. He has also worked with Huawei Technologies as the channel business director, and he holds a degree in computer science from the University of Greenwich, London.
I always say that investors want to invest. The business of doing this is to put in money somewhere and make sure that you realize your money sometime to come. And we have different kinds of investors. What you need at this stage is more of angel investing, which is an ecosystem that we haven't really been able to develop up until now. We are working on it. We have Accra Angels, we have the Lady Angel Network, we have a few angel groups coming up. But really at this stage, what you need is angel investing with somebody who has the passion, who is probably also a tech entrepreneur, who is interested in some of these apps, and who wants to hold somebody's hand, put in a little bit of money, and move the person to the next level. We have different kinds of funding for different kinds of entrepreneurs, and those who are interested in these apps, who are interested in these entrepreneurs, begin to come forward and begin to help them with little kinds of
foundation that they need.
Sometimes people feel investment is only money. when we talk about startup investment, first, what we see here is one key investment into making things happen. So in the putting up a platform where these ideas can be showcased is the first level of investment that we need to have as a nation or as a corporate world or whatever. If that is not available, it stops the young ones who have the ideas to bring it forward and then make it happen into fruition. We are looking for how do we work with people with ideas, people with tested ideas, and people with market-worthy ideas. Idea is nothing, it can solve a problem, but to commercialize it means there has to be an opportunity to realize revenue from it. That is where the money investment comes in. Your idea must win in the sense that it must be technically viable. And then lastly, your idea should be worth it.
Just about 1% of our population have been employed through mobile money. Over 300,000 we have in Ghana over 300,000 mobile agents. So that alone should tell you the growth. Recently, we piloted the automation of collection of fees at our tourist sites using mobile money. Now, banks need less space because of the interoperability where we link our bank accounts to our mobile wallet to the eSwitch card. Banks are not going to employ a lot more people. But then, in terms of the physical way of banking, it creates opportunity for people to do data analytics.
There are certain things that we do for joy, but when we want to make money out of it, it has to show the potential of things happening on the market with it. When all these things fall in place, the investment bit, which is the real money bit to turn things around, comes natural. There are solutions that will not make you money, but it will make people happy. It will solve real life problems. Not all of them can actually make you money.
There is no silver bullet to how you achieve that. You just have to keep going. All right, you can't say, okay, I have to grow my value from $1 million to $3 million, so ready, go. No. There's so many dynamics to that. But the number one thing every investor look out for is, are you generating revenue? Make sure your idea generates money.
Sure.
It's hard to raise money, right? It's very hard to raise money. Because ask yourself, how often do you give your money to people where they just want to tell you some ideas? Sometimes investors are human beings. Ask yourself, say, okay, yeah, if somebody was telling me that, will I give that person my money? And be real to yourself. So don't beat yourself up when you don't raise money quickly, but you learn from the process.
Thank you for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, help me give a round of applause. So this comes to the end of our panel. Thank you.
This is something that you'll be able to capture the market and then even expand or scale to the bigger market size you stated. How you're going to make money was very important. So we look at that too. We look at revenue projection. So if you've been given this money, how are you going to channel the money to make more money?
I want you to know that you're going to pitch many more times. Right? This is not your last time pitching. As we stand here now, my co-founder is in London. She's pitching for a chance to win $1 million. And so I'm still pitching. My business is a few years old and we're still pitching. So while I'm waiting for my results, you're sitting here waiting for your results. So I'm there with you. As the saying goes, it's 20% inspiration and 80% perspiration. So keep showing up, keep showing up. Third place, Expendly.
Second place, we have Diabetica. So let's get ready to give a big round of applause to first place, Billa.
Within 3 months, it shot from the ground to 90 feet. People see the 90 feet work in 3 months. They don't see the watering that happened for 5 years. And that is business development. You guys will need to be grinding more than you would expect. If you think entrepreneurship is an easy way out of life, welcome to the club. It's a wrong space for you.
The purpose of what we did here today was to emphasize the need for access to funds, and which is something that Barna Tech Lab is really trying to push through. One thing that we noticed when engagement with a lot of these startups is the fact that they keep talking about a lack of access to funds. And so for all of our investors out here and all of the angels networks that are here, we want you to come on board and join us. So hey, thank you all so much for coming. It's been amazing, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.